What?
That we be
Oh,
off the chain beforehand, so we just need to make sure that we're always recording.
yup.
Hello, folks. Oh, we're live, James.
All right, cool. What's up, everybody?
Hey,
Hello.
y'all. Good afternoon. Whenever you're
Good
looking at
afternoon.
this episode, dude, it's hot. I know y'all hot. I know T already said it's hot up there.
I'm hot in here.
It's
Trying to keep the fan down.
like I instantly get upset when I go outside. Like I just get angry. That's how hot it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah, I got it. Don't judge me.
please, let's. All right, let's go ahead and start with the "Don't judge me, sir." What you got?
What's going on, everybody? It's summertime. People outside, they're at the beach. They're doing different things. Don't judge me. If it's over 75, I'm not going outside. Sorry. Summer's canceled. If there's not AC in the car or central air or somewhere, I'm not going out. It's too hot. Sorry. Don't judge me.
You outside right now?
Right.
I'm in the car with
And
the AC on.
well, you
You're
didn't
gonna
put that
miss out.
stipulation in there.
Yeah, you're gonna
I did.
miss out on fun activities.
Hey, it's a lot of fun sitting in the AC too.
I'm done.
If you get too hot,
Let's...
can you even really enjoy it?
No, you're miserable.
Exactly.
Hey, DJ. And
Oh,
DJ
see,
said,
I'm shutting my fan off. DJ,
"No."
you hear it?
Why does this sound? Why does
like
it
you was
sound like the
opening.
fan in a car just
The
went
fan's
bad?
broke. The fan is broke. The kitten's done knocked out the window too many times.
See, them
Bad.
cats. I told you.
Hmm.
Them cats. I tried to warn y'all. Hey, Tara. Tara,
Oh,
I always get
hi.
your name messed up, girl. Sorry. Welcome back. Hey, Nanette. I am mad.
So,
DJ said, I hear the AC in the background. I think she was talking about James and him
Oh,
blasting his AC. Yeah, so you could have kept it on.
let me try. I'm gonna mute myself 1 second because I know that thing about to make an appearance. Little
The
sound.
fan sounded like, like when the airplane's getting ready to take off and the propeller just. Girl, it's perfectly fine. Listen, you gotta do what you gotta do. When it's hot, listen, that's when you need to be in somebody's swimming pool. Y'all got a swimming pool out there?
No, we don't have a pool. Do you have one?
I got a bathtub.
We need a pool.
It ain't even a garden tub. It's literally a bathtub.
Bathtub, you just gonna fill it with cold water?
Yeah, listen. And sit in that bad boy. Like, what? Okay, DJ showing off. DJ says she got an ocean. You know what, DJ?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. It's a mental thing. It's all in the mind. You go outside, you just instantly start sweating, but that's okay. It's all in the mind. We need to sweat anyways, clear our pores.
There you go.
Please don't listen to me. I'm just talking to Lulu right now. That's what the heat do to you. All right. Well, you guys, today our Don't Judge Me is all about not being where you want to be in life, which is a very interesting topic because it's just interesting. So many things have been happening. Are you guys where you want to be in life? Or at least where you pictured?
Go ahead, T.
I think that's like two different questions. Am I where I want to be? No, but I'm on the way there, right?
Okay.
If the younger me thought about where I would be at almost 38, I'd be further along. But also the younger me did not know how life would be set up right now. So a lot of people our age are not where like our parents were, or the majority of people were like back then. So I feel comfortable with it. I think as long as like you're on the path and the track to getting the things that you want, then you're fine.
Okay.
What about you guys?
James? What says you?
I am grateful for where I'm at. I'm gonna start off there because 2 years ago I wasn't nowhere near where I am today with
Mm-hmm.
employment, the books, and podcasting, motivational speaking. But it's funny that I pray for all the things that I have now. But is anyone else like me? Like once you get what you want, you be like, God, that was great, but I could use just a little more.
I'd be afraid to do that because then he'd be like, "Oh yeah, okay, let me go ahead and take that away."
Look, God took him away right now. He shut that thing off. He said, "James, you better not say that."
Silence him. See, that's what happened. Now he got sounds and stuff. Okay, see, he got all types of stuff. We're gonna let him get it back together,
Okay.
and then we will bring him back. That is so funny. Yeah, no, I'd be thankful wherever I'm at. Okay, he not ready. I'm thankful where I'm at. I'm thankful for how I got there. Even if it's not ideal, I'm still thankful for it because, like James said before, God used him as an example. It could have been worse, right? He could have made life much harder for me, but thankfully, I've been able to live life and I've been humbled. Everything that I've gone through, I feel like I've definitely been humbled. So yeah,
Yeah, I
that's how
just
I
got
feel.
humbled
Yeah, real
first
quick.
He said,
firsthand.
"You disappeared."
So I'm gonna. I started off with gratitude. I'm grateful for where God has me and what He's brought me through. Right,
Hmm.
and even though I'm in a very comfortable spot, I still want to achieve more. So I'm
Hmm.
not fully where I would like to be. I'd like to own a house one day. Maybe a couple of rental properties. I like to start a bigger business. There's a bunch of things that I would like to do, but for right now, I am where I am, and I'm grateful for it. But I
Right.
still got bigger dreams and bigger goals.
Yeah.
And God, I'm sorry, no disrespect, because you shut me down real quick.
Real quick. He said, "Boy, if you don't shut your mouth."
You
All
can't make
right.
this up.
You really can't.
You
So
can't
what
make
we'll
this
do
up.
is we're going to go ahead and actually kick the episode off. I want you guys in the chat, as well as those who are listening, share with us if you are not where you want to be in life. What is it that's stopping you from getting to that point? Are you stopping you from getting to that point? Because we tend to do that a lot. So we'll go ahead and start the show because we tend to forget to do that. And if this is your first time watching, welcome. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button to the Don't Judge Me But podcast. If you've downloaded this episode and you're watching it or listening to it, we appreciate your support and hope that you will one day be able to make a live episode. So with that being said, let's go.
On the Don't Judge Me But podcast are the personal opinions of the host and do not reflect the opinions of its employers, sponsors, advertisers, endorsers, or any third party. The information provided on the podcast is for entertainment purposes only and should not be considered as professional medical or legal advice. It is advisable to consult with a qualified professional for any medical or legal concerns. In other words, have fun, people.
Let's go to a coffee shop, sip some espresso, and talk about how Tupac is still alive, aliens.
The more you tell me no, the more I want you. And it's like, why?
That is psychotic because it's a challenge. Don't tell me no. You know who I am. I'm gonna get you. That's how. Travel around and seem like you're a big shot, but the amount of stress that comes with that, you might not be ready for that. Like people who make six figures for a reason.
All right, we are back, and I think he's being humbled just a little bit more.
Yeah.
So I don't think I was happy with that first statement that he made. That's just taking a wild guess. But That's okay, because once he does get things situated, we will bring him back up. Um, DJ says, at this time in my life, I thought I was going to be married, not twice divorced. I'm
Mm.
holding myself back from dating because I'm focusing on school and fixing me. Mm.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah.
DJ.
She loves T's
Thank
hair.
you.
It's interesting. It's so interesting how like how DJ said being twice divorced. So I've been divorced now just one time. I've only been married once. And you never really think that it's going to get to that point. Like, people worry about not having kids out of wedlock because, oh, I have to be married first before I have a child. But guess what? That doesn't stop someone from walking away from the family.
Hmm.
That doesn't stop someone from being a parent. So I've just always had that in the back of my mind. Um, but nobody plans that, right? That's not
Yeah.
where we want to be in life. Um, so thank you for sharing that, DJ.
Yes.
Ah, so mm, what's one thing that you have on your goal list, T, that you
Mm.
want to accomplish within the next 6 months? So by
6
the end of this
months.
year, yes.
Ooh.
And
I.
it cannot be related to the wedding.
Oh no. Outrun.
Okay.
My wedding is in the double digits right now. Okay, and I'm just like, I don't know. I'm like super. What do they say? Type B bride, where we're like, oh, I don't even have my dress yet. But no, it's not that. I'd really like to get my business up and running. Like, I would like to get some clients,
Mhm,
even if it's like 5, right? So
mhm,
I would really, um, that's something I'm really working towards.
mhm.
I'm in my own way because I know
Oh,
you had asked that, but I'm in my own way. And also like life and distractions, a lot go on. Um,
yeah.
Also, I would like to move, God, please. I would like to get out of like
Wait, why
working.
did you just go out?
Me?
Your sound.
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
He silenced me. Hold on.
Ah,
What's
can you
happening?
do sign language? Pfft.
Wait, what
Try going
happened?
out and coming back in.
Okay.
We'll see. Oh, wait. They said they can hear you, so maybe it's me. Hold on.
Thanks, TJ.
Let's try. Let me turn this off. Not me just throwing them on the floor.
What's happening today?
Oh, I can hear you now. That's
Okay.
weird. Okay, so that was on my end. Okay. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I
Proceed.
had it. I stopped at. I had to do like a little disclaimer to God because I would like to move out of working for other people and
Mm-hmm.
more into working for myself and being more than comfortable doing that, but
Okay.
not abruptly. Lord, please don't like
He's like, oh yeah?
you got pink slip tomorrow. Be like,
Right.
sorry, Tira, you should have never said it.
Mm. Listen. He's like, I got something for y'all. I got
Yeah.
something for this little trio right here.
Hmm.
But I ain't got nothing to say. I'm good. Like I'm a commentator. Um, welcome
You're
back,
back.
James.
Hey.
Thank you.
Yes. Nice of you to join us. So what's the goal that you have that you would like to accomplish by the end of the year that's not related to the wedding?
By the end of the year,
Yep.
um, I would like to figure out what's next for mental ambition.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe starting to build a program around it, as opposed to just books and motivational speaking and podcasting. Just expanding.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a goal I'm going for this year. Got
What does
6
that
months
look
to do it.
like?
What does it look like?
Yeah, what does it look like?
It looks like maybe a building, maybe somewhere where we can hold some life coaching sessions. maybe some training, uh, and getting further into the details. Maybe like a 3 to 6 month program where people can come and live and work on building stability. That's kind of like what I want to do.
Gotcha. Okay. So then that definitely means making more connections with people who basically align with the same goal that you have as far as how they can contribute towards that. Um,
Mhm.
that's really cool. Okay, mental ambition. Gigi says the sky is the limit for mental ambition. I have yet to hear someone say they were not impacted.
Aw,
Come on,
There you
DJ. She
go.
always
come on
supporting.
now.
Listen, we got to get some video testimonies to put on his website, sir.
Yeah, and a lot of people be just saying if you need me, just let me know. So I might call in that favor.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, like, why not? I mean, you're constantly getting them. So,
Yeah.
a goal that I have for myself that I would like to accomplish by the end of this year, I would like to obtain my paralegal license or certification and um, kind of pick up a little bit more experience and knowledge in the legal field. Um, and then also become a notary. So
Hmm.
Okay.
that's yeah, that's something
Okay.
that I'll be able to do on the side. I am going back to school this fall, but that's for speech communications. So yeah, just really focus on like just like expanding my knowledge and branching out and just seeing where I can apply it. Uh, I think that's really about it for me. How do you guys feel when you have plans or goals and something like a hurdle gets in the way? How do you look at it? Do you look at it like more from an optimistic perspective? Like, oh, well, maybe it was preventing me from getting into, trouble or just getting in my own way? Or do you look at it from a more pessimistic, like this always happens type of view?
I think I look at it as sometimes if I don't get what I'm going for, it can be God's protection, protecting
Hmm.
me from something that I can't see in the future. But also, I see it as a test to see how bad I really want what I'm going for.
Mm,
Because there's always going to be hurdles, there's going to be obstacles, and things are going to happen. But are you going to give up when one thing stops you from it? Or are you going to be able to overcome and keep going and chase that dream?
right.
Mm.
Okay. What do you say, T?
Um, I'm playing that balance game right now. I used to just be I used to use it if anything kind of was like a bump in the road, I would use it as an excuse. Be like, "Oh, well, guess that's not going to happen." And then that's like the easy way out, right? So
Right.
now I'm like really trying to unlearn a lot of the things that I've used to survive, right? So now when there's a bump in the road, I kind of use it to like turn and see like what I have to work on. So if I'm not meeting a goal, like I'm procrastinating, I'm being
Hmm.
distracted, my focus is all over the place. So really trying to be like, hey, like this is no other there's no other reason than like you just in your own way. And using
Right.
that as like you know, a footstool for like growth and also healing too, like because a lot of the things that we use like self-sabotage,
Hmm.
you need to be healed from. So I kind of switched it up and using it to kind of learn and move forward.
Hmm. DJ says, I say, okay, God, I'll wait. If it is meant to be, it will be. Hmm. Okay. Tara says, it's not my will, but God's will.
Mhm.
Yeah. So just, being positive about it. Um, I think that definitely helps. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I'd be like, why? Like you ask questions like, why though? Like, why not me? Why is it that somebody else who is undeserving has everything in the world, but yet I work so hard and yeah, I don't see the fruits of my labor. I ain't gonna lie, that's how I be sometimes. Or at least that's how I was before. I'd say like a year or so ago. It's hard not to get caught up in that mindset.
Yeah. Mhm.
When you see it, and when you see it online, when you see it on social media, you see the careers, people who already got their careers figured out by the age of 25, 30. And here I am making another career change. It's like, make it make sense. So,
Yeah. I want to speak on something.
mhm.
You know how they always say that God's plan is always better than your plan, right? Brief story time. Hopefully, I won't get kicked off for telling this story.
Yeah, we're gonna see.
All right. So, 2020, I had the opportunity to be a locomotive engineer at Metro North, which was $100,000 a year, medical, dental, vision, pension. I thought it was going to be my dream job. I passed 2 very difficult tests, and I was waiting for the interview.
Mhm.
The interview never came. And for a couple years, I was so discouraged. Like, God, how did I get here? I passed these tests. I'm ready. Like, why didn't I get it? Right? But if I would have got that job, I never would have wrote Mental Ambition. I never would have been motivational speaking. I never would have been doing this podcast stuff. I wouldn't have been helping people on their day-to-day life if I would have got that job. So sometimes not getting what you want or what you plan to get, God has a better outcome for you.
Right.
Very brief
Yeah.
story.
Okay. That was a short story too. I like that story. That was a short one. Okay. It's interesting. Have you ever looked back on something that you really wanted and you didn't get it at the time, and then you're like, when you look back at it, you realize you have actually surpassed that particular desire at that time?
Yep. Because there's a bunch of times I tried to do different stuff. I wanted to be an electrician a couple times. Like, I went to the union, tried to get in the union. They said, "You cool, James? You passed these tests, but nah, we're not hiring you, sir."
So you passed the test, and even still,
listen, I be passing these tests. These glasses ain't thick for no reason. I'm smart. But they just be like, nah. Or that's God just being like, nah.
Yeah, it's like protection.
If I would have went to any other thing, I wouldn't be where I'm at today.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I thank God for closing those doors because I love what I do now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can definitely relate to that. DJ says God kept that door closed because he knew you were going to do and be so much more. Listen, we can even relate that to relationships. How many times have you had relationships that have failed and you try and try and try to make it work, but it just does not, it doesn't mesh together.
That door be slamming. Getting hit and everything.
Oh my gosh.
Broken noses. Door shooting in your face. I said no.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And then we be hurting our own feelings. Like I'm brief story, side note. Me and James, we're gonna be moving in together next week actually. After almost 6 years, y'all. Okay. Patience is a virtue. But we were like contemplating where to move, this, and this. Found this place that I like had already like, you know what? Yep, this is it. This is where we're gonna move. The price was kind of steep. Like we would have made it work, but we also would have just been probably making it work, right? So I was like, yep, we got this. This is ours. And we didn't get it. And I was hurt, right, babe? I was like, I was crying. I was devastated. And I was like, I don't ask for much. Like, I just wanted this apartment. And now when I look back, thank God that we did not get that. And now, we prayed through the decision and we went with God's choice, right? And we don't know the full picture, but we know that he closed the door and it hurt me. Like I was so sad. And James was like, listen, it wasn't meant to happen. Like you try, you go, you do what you have to do. And then if it's a no and it's shut down, then you just move forward. But it's like, easier said than done, especially when you
Yep.
put all your listen. I had a Pinterest board of how I was going to
Not
decorate.
a
I
not
had
a vision board.
I had the plan of when I was going to go to the pool and the gym that they had, and then it was just like, yeah, no, like you hurt your own feelings there. But thank God it didn't happen. So it can
Yeah.
happen with a lot of stuff, right? So
Yeah.
just don't put all your all your eggs in one basket, do they say, right?
Yeah. I
But we're
think too. Also, give yourself grace when things don't happen or turn out the way that you planned it to turn out, because at the end of the day, it's not your decision. Like, you're just going along for the ride. Like,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, fortunately. So, don't beat yourself up if you don't get that job that you wanted, or, you don't get that house, or you don't
mm-hmm,
get that car. Like, understand that it has happened for a reason. And more than
Mm-hmm.
likely, what you are going to get is so much greater and better than that. Um, yes, Tara says God has something better for you.
mm,
Yes, he
So,
does.
clock it.
so see how we doing story time.
Yeah.
Story time.
What we
Um,
got?
right. So the company that I work for, I've had this position for about a year. I really enjoy it. And I talk me and T, we talk about this goat and everything. And it was brought to my attention about no, let me back up. So I decided that I wanted to go for another role. And I was just so sure I had this role. I was like, I got it. I got it. Like, I'm walking around my head high and everything. Like, this is my role. Like, see you suckers. Not really, but I just knew I was gonna get this role. And so when I had the follow-up post interview meeting with the manager, she discussed with me the fact that I did not get the role,
Mm,
but the reason why I didn't get the role was because I would actually have to take a pay cut if I went
Mm.
with that role. And she saw so much more in me and did not want to do that to me. So of course I was upset and everything. And then I find out a couple weeks ago that my department is coming to an end. And so my position will be terminated. And it's like everybody's losing their mind, rightfully so, because they feel like if I don't go with option A, I'm not going to have a job. And so I've always had this mind frame of I want what I want. And I know if I pray to God and I talk to him about it, I'm going to get it. And so while everybody was going with option A, I'm like, you know what? I'll take the severance package because I'm not going to just go based off emotions and make this decision. Long story short, I just got offered the role that I had been praying for, and I have the opportunity to negotiate for the pay that I want.
Mm.
So it's like doors definitely close for a
Mm-hmm.
reason.
mm-hmm,
And if I sat back, because I even reached out when I found out that my job was basically ending, I reached out to the lady, like, hey, I'll take that pay cut because as long as I got a job, like, I'll take something. And she was like,
Mm.
oh, I just filled it.
mm,
Doors are closed for a reason. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's not until the other door opens that you understand why that door was closed. Like, literally. So,
Yeah.
yes.
There are definitely times where you be put in a situation, like where only God can get you out of it or see you through
Mm,
it.
mm-hmm.
And when you get what God truly has for you, all you can say is thank God.
That's
You know what I'm
it.
saying? Won't he do it? Won't he do it?
won't he
Jesus make
God's
will?
it
plan.
will.
Yeah.
God's plan.
Yes, literally. Have you guys ever had a time when you realized that you were not chasing your dreams? And if so, what did that look like to you and how did you get back on track?
Every job that I had that wasn't before this one, something either bad happened or I ended up quitting or ended up getting fired. Right?
Mm,
And because all that happened, it pointed me in the direction where I am today.
Right.
Right. So I had to go through all the ups and downs of working 12 hours, doing
Mm,
physical labor, and just doing a whole bunch of jobs that were very mentally and physically draining. But
right.
if I wouldn't have went through that, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Right.
But it's like when you're doing these jobs, a lot of times people take jobs because they're just trying to make a certain amount of money. So
Right.
you
Yep.
do a job you hate as long as it pays enough money,
Mm-hmm.
right? But how long will you be happy, or will you even be happy in that role, no matter how much money you're making? You know.
Right. Yeah.
And then I ended up getting pointing in my dream direction by losing everything and having to figure out which way to go, and God just pointed me in the right way.
Mm.
Mm.
When you sit there and you try and make things happen on your own, or you're doing things for selfish reasons or whatever, God will be like, nah, see, you ain't supposed to be here. Let's go on and move you over here. Let's
Uh-huh.
close this, block that out, and we're going to put you on the right way.
Because he let you run amok on your
Yeah.
Yep,
own for
yep,
quite some time.
yep.
And
And then
also
out
the
of nowhere,
thing,
you get pointed. Yeah, baby,
Mhm.
sorry.
sorry. But what's cool about that is like if you're one of God's kids, he's gonna make sure he puts you, that like that's a benefit, right? That's
Yeah.
like kingdom benefit because you can be out here and not know God, right? But you
Mhm.
can all these closed doors or working a job that you really shouldn't be at, but you're doing it for not the right reason, like that just causes significant like stress or burnout or you're not happy and then you don't have any direction. So
Right.
thank God for God and how he
Mm-hmm.
be God in with his kids. And
Yeah.
he like picks us up. I picture him like when James was talking, like picking us up by the back of the shirt and like placing us over
Like
here. But
lemmings. Remember
yeah, but
that game?
sometimes we'd be running back in that direction and he like flicks us like back. He's like, listen, stay put for a second
Yes.
and I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna redirect you
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
because if you're God's kid, like you have purpose, right? Like
Yeah.
we all have a purpose and it looks different. It
Mm-hmm.
might be in the legal,
Mm-hmm.
realm. It might be in coaching realm, like mental health, healing, stuff like that. But it's all different. But it's all purposeful.
Right.
So
Yeah.
God, thank you. And we're
Right.
like, and we used to be like little rebellious teenagers, and I think now we're maturing, and we're like, okay,
I got
I'll,
it. I
I
got it.
got you,
Okay.
I got
I'm gonna
you.
sit down.
I'll sit down for a little bit, but still, we could be like looking behind us, like, should I go? Like, do I have to go? Like, should I sneak away for a little bit? But he's like, I swear, God be shaking his head at me sometimes, like,
Girl. Listen, you think that
like
thunder
look at
coming
it,
out of nowhere. He's like,
yeah,
let me get her attention real quick. Just for you, T.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Let me go back to DJ's comment. So DJ said, I get to go back to work tomorrow, a job that God opened the door for me on. I love my job.
Oh,
God gives us brain dusters when we act up. Oh my goodness.
he be flicking us.
Listen. God be like, you know what? Let me go ahead and strip you all the way naked. Now you got to, I'm hitting the reset button. You got to start all the way over
All the
because I
way
didn't
over.
tell you to go that way. I said, go this way.
Yep. Yep.
And that's when things just start happening. You're like, why me? You weren't supposed to be
Mm-hmm.
there to begin with. Like we snuck out to go to a party and got caught.
Trying to climb back in the window. But he's always gonna let us come back. He's gonna make sure that window's unlocked. He's gonna leave it open. Come on. There's gonna be a snack, some ice cold water, and some cookies. When we come back, he's gonna be like, all right, baby. I get it. I understand. It's not easy out here right now.
It's
It's
not.
not. Especially when you look at online, right? You look at Instagram, you look at TikTok, and it seems like people just have the perfect lives. They have the family, they have the relationship, everything looks perfect. And it makes you wonder, well, damn, what am I not doing? Like, what's wrong with me? But that's just an illusion, man. These people do not really be happy. They don't be happy. They'll sit there and they'll take a picture and smile and then go back to being grumpy and miserable afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys definitely keep that in mind when you are sitting here questioning why you're not where you want to be in your life.
Yeah.
because we're all going through it right now. Like,
Mhm.
it's amazing. It really is. Let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break before we forget, and then it'd be like 5:55 when we talking about commercial break.
5:59
Um,
on the dot.
right. So you guys stay tuned. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the Don't Judge Me But podcast. And then when we come back, you will also see our screen handles online on the screen, so you'll know where you can follow us. All right, we will be right back. Hey, it's the girl Simply Bree, and yes, I am a content creator. I create materials in order to start healthy conversations in the community, because if we want to start seeing better, then we must start doing better. I also assist with podcast consultations, so reach out to me if you are interested in getting yours started. www.iamsimplybree.com. That's SIMPLEEBREE. I look forward to helping you get your podcast off the ground and out into the forefront.
Have you lost your job? Been incarcerated? Sustained a life-changing injury? Or just needed help getting your life on track? Hi, I'm James Sweat, life coach, author, motivational speaker. I've overcome all these things, and guess what? So can you. I'm committed to helping you prepare your mind for any challenge and believe you can accomplish anything. God bless. Keep going.
All right, come on through. We ain't gonna say law offices no more, but just know that somebody was thinking it. Welcome back. Tara says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean up to your own understanding, and in always he will direct our path. You better come through.
Yeah.
Talk that talk.
Come through. Listen. Oh my goodness. I'm tired.
You are?
DJ. Look at DJ. DJ.
Ask it again. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take it down and put it back up. Matter of fact, no, I'm gonna take it down. I'm gonna put the screen on her. Where's T's commercial? Good question.
I need one, DJ. I gotta make it. Okay. I will. Oh, well, that's added on to my, what is it, Bree? 6
Goals
months,
before the end of the year.
It's going to be a commercial.
You got to write it down, because she don't write it down. She's not going to remember.
Bree knows me so well now. I be having the squirrel moments. And I'll be like, oh, did we talk about that? And she'd be like, yeah, we did last time. And I'll be like, oh.
I'm sorry.
I gotta
I'm
write.
Gonna start making minutes. I'm gonna start typing up minutes for us.
I need it.
Just email it,
please. Commercial coming soon. Promise.
She didn't write it down, so she's not serious. Try again next week, DJ. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So I want to speak on something real quick. Okay. You know, a lot of people aren't where they want to be, but sometimes you're not there because there's some things you got to learn before you can get what God truly has for you. You might have to learn some lessons. You might have to grow in some areas. You might have to work on your temper or your attitude. You might have to work on budgeting and saving. You might have to work on getting some more education. But, you know, once you start putting that work in, that's when God starts to open more doors for you. Because if he gave you what he really has in store for you, you wouldn't be able to sustain it. And you'd lose it as soon as he put it in your hands. Right? So while you're learning and you're growing, just know that there's better out there for you. But you just got to put that work in. Work on you. Everything else will fall in place.
Lord, I'm ready for a man. Okay.
He heard you, Bree. He's sending that goat in that bow tie.
Goat in the boat. Yes. Okay. Let's talk about relationships, because the thing is, right? At a certain age, I feel like I'm 42, And I never imagined the fact that I would have been single for this long. Um, I divorced in 2008, and the last relationship that I had was in 2016. Now, I don't usually tell people that, or I don't usually tell guys that, because then there's this whole stigma of, if you've been single for a long period of time, like, you have no value, like, nobody wants you.
Mm.
So I usually sometimes will lie and be like, "Oh, yeah, I've been single for a year." Like,
Oh.
they're like, "Oh, why didn't it work?" And I just come up with some bogus lie. Um, but I feel like we see this a lot, especially in women, the pressure that we have to be in a relationship, to be married, to have kids. Like, I feel like there's the same amount of pressure on men to be in a relationship, to have kids, who's going to carry your legacy, to be married. I don't really know if they're pushing you guys so much to get married, but I definitely think they're pushing you guys to have kids.
Mm.
No, they're not.
They're not?
People,
No.
how many people tell you? A lot.
To have kids?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
a lot of people do.
Yeah. They're pushing.
But they try to push, but what people got to realize is this is your life.
Right.
No matter what anyone has to say or give their opinion on your life, it doesn't matter. They're not you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you want, you know what you can handle, and you know what you're going for. Just because people say you should have kids or you should work a job or you should be in a relationship doesn't mean you should, because their life didn't even turn out the way that they thought it would.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I try to focus more on doing things that make me happy and giving me the peace that I need, as opposed to someone saying you should be doing this. Well, I think you should be doing this, and they'll be like, "Well, I'm good." They don't want to take your opinion, though, right?
Right. They got it all figured out.
They got it all figured out.
DJ says, "I truly hate when someone asks, why don't you have any kids?" That's a big one right there. Like something's wrong with you. Like,
Yeah.
you should just be out here popping babies out left and right.
And listen, if you're not in a relationship and you don't have kids, or you're not married yet, it's just not your time yet. Don't stress on that, man. There are different seasons and different periods in your life where different things are going to happen.
Yep.
Just continue to focus on you and do your self-care, do your self-love, do your growing of your education and expanding and doing your businesses, and everything else will fall in place, man. Like, there's no time limit on life.
No.
The only time limit is when you're no longer here.
Right.
You got from when you're born till the day you die to figure it out and get things in order. Don't stress yourself out.
I guess he be throwing gems too.
Mm-hmm. I think it's like society.
Yeah.
Like,
yes, it is. The social media.
All on a social media. Like, I remember I had my daughter. She's about to be 12, and no lie, people at the hospital asked me when I was going to have another baby, and I said I'm not. Ever. Like, I knew back then that I was like, I'm a one and done type of girl.
Right.
Like, we wrapping it up. I would have got my tubes tied that day, but they don't let you do that.
Right.
So, I mean, or they would ask like, oh, like years later, you know, I was a single mom since mainly day one. When are you going to get married? Like, when are you going to date? And I was like, I don't want to. Like, I had no desire, right? And until God put that desire on my heart, like, that's when it shifted. But like, people asking me, it kind of turned me off. And I was like, well, now I'm never gonna. Like, you know, it's kind of like that rebellious thing. But
I was almost there, but you just turned me off.
Yeah, but no, like, it's not for everybody, right? So they definitely put that pressure on you. And unfortunately, sometimes it comes from family or your friends, or, you know, the people closest to you. Even, you know, and it's hard because if you don't check yourself, you'll kind of be like, oh, well, maybe I should be married by now, or maybe I should have kids by now, but it's not true. I had a thought, like, when me and James first got together, like, okay, I don't want to be getting married when I'm 38 years old. Like brides are supposed to be younger. They're supposed to be in their 20s. But like, who says that? Who says that? Like, if I got married in my 20s, it would have not lasted. Like,
right.
I'm gonna tell you right now, even if it was to James, we would have not lasted. As good of a match as we are, we were not ready. So now my mind is like, we get married when God is like, okay, now it's time, because he sees what had to be worked out. So don't worry about what they say, because they don't know.
No, because who gonna come watch that kid when that kid is sick?
I'm trying to go on vacation.
And they ain't trying to babysit either.
Yeah.
They're not. I'm just saying. My mom still be asking me, so when are you gonna have another one? I'm not. My son is 18. Like, I am now starting to enjoy life. Like, why would I want to do that to myself? Oh, I'll watch it. You'll have a free babysitter, bro. How about you have the baby?
I mean, at this point, she probably could. These people are. I think there was a 7-year-old lady who had a baby. I don't know how, but
stop. She did. That's just wrong.
It happens.
So, well, now you guys know. If you did not know before, do not allow other people to rush you through your situation, whether it's a growing season for you where you're learning and you're developing whatever skills it is that you need, or whatever qualities, life qualities it is that God feels you need to go through. Do not let people push you through that learning season, because the last thing that you want is to think that you've mastered it and now you're advancing in life, and then you get to hit with the reset button, because that's not cute. So shout out to DJ for being a cool aunt. Listen, cool aunts is where it's at. I ain't gonna lie. When somebody be calling me auntie, and that's the new term now, or it's kind of old, but they be like, all right, auntie, I ain't your auntie. That's
I'd rather auntie than ma'am. I don't like when I'm like out and the people will be calling me ma'am. I'm like,
yes, ma'am.
No.
Like, oh, I really feel old now. Thanks.
Yeah.
James is over there battling.
Yeah.
The Lord is teaching him some stuff. He'll have it together soon, you guys.
You will.
So we have a few minutes left. Do you guys have any questions? I would love to do a Q&A with the audience.
I know.
I'm going to put this link inside the chat. If you would like to come up and ask a question, you don't have to actually put your camera on. You can have your camera off. But yeah, let's do Q&A. So, okay, I got a question for you, T. When you start to experience self-doubt, what is it that you do to help pull yourself out of that rut and realize who the heck you are?
I experience self-doubt a lot. Hence probably why I don't have a commercial yet, DJ. I'm working on it, girl. That self-doubt. But I have to check in with God, right? Like, if I have self-doubt about something, I already know that it's a lie. I know that, like, God doesn't. I'm trying to align with what God says and thinks, right? So I already know it's a lie. I try to dissect it and see where it's coming from and how I can, like, knock it down off its altar, because it's not serving me. It's keeping me away from my full potential, and it's not good. It's happened for a long time. I mean, I'm just now coming out of the woods of behind the scenes, hence being on 2 podcasts, right? Like, the old me a year ago, like, I had the desire. I'd be like, oh, I'd like to be on a podcast, but, like, I probably would have turned it down. I would have been like, no, I can't
follow through.
Like, I'm weird. Nobody wants to listen to me or look at me. Like, all of these, like, insecurities would have just shut me down, or I don't have anything to offer. And that's self-doubt, but those are lies, right? So trying to just break them down and move past it little by little.
Okay. Welcome back, James. How nice of you to join us.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You know, these obstacles that be happening when you're trying to do podcasts,
Doing
you
the
keep
Lord's
going.
work.
You don't just give up. You keep coming back no matter how bad the connection is.
That's that mental ambition. Over there.
Right. Gotta love it. Listen. Love the challenges. DJ had said, being raised in the South and military men, father and stepfather, it will always be yes or no, ma'am or sir.
Mm.
Mm.
I mean, a little kid can call me that, man,
But somebody your age,
I
like calling
know.
you ma'am. Like, sir,
Listen,
stop
when I
it.
go in the store and they be like, "Excuse me, sir," I'll be like, "Man, I'm not that old, man. Don't call me sir. My name is
Excuse
James.
me, sir.
My name is James."
They don't know.
Like they
I know.
like they supposed to know
I'm about to start
your
wearing a
name.
name tag everywhere I go.
Yeah. Don't call me sir. Call me
Don't call me.
James.
That's going on the back of the hoodies. Don't call me sir.
Please don't call me ma'am.
Mm.
What age do you feel you should start being called sir or ma'am?
I'm say
89.
65. Wait a minute. 89?
Yeah. I don't. Call me my name, please. Something.
Yeah,
Yes, I am.
65.
Yep. Hello. My name is James.
Yep.
I'm done. You can actually, you should put that in the design like it's a name tag.
Like a name tag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Mental Ambition. Put it right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, you guys got any other points or questions that you want to put out there for the audience? I'm hungry.
Okay, for both of y'all, what is one major thing that you want to accomplish before you are no longer here? And not a small goal, something that's big.
Be like, wake up.
I want to accomplish everything I was sent here to do. And I can't really put a name on it. The last thing I ever want to find out is that I didn't fulfill what I was supposed to fulfill once I see the good Lord. Okay, I want him to say, "Good job, Tierra." I mean, it was hard, but I had to redirect you a few times, but you did what you were supposed to do, right? Even if I don't ever see, what that full picture is, I want to walk out what I'm supposed to walk out here and enjoy life and go on vacation at least 3 times a week. Like, it's not much, okay?
Vacation 3 times a week?
Yeah. I want to do those 1-day trips. I'm about to go see Bree 2 times a month.
Yes.
To record live. And then I'm about to go to Jamaica with James on a boat.
Eating, drinking coconut water. Yeah. Eating plantain.
Getting it tan. Why are you looking like that over there?
I don't think he was aware of that.
He hates
I
to hear
wasn't. She just be making these plans and just be like, "You cool with it? When did you come up with this?"
I'm praying. Me and Bree. We asking the Lord.
Yeah.
We're asking for
manifesting.
You asked the Lord if you can go see Bree
2 times a month to record live in a studio that we don't know where it's coming from. I asked God for an exclusive Avelo. Avelo, if you're listening, I talk to everybody about you. Okay, so give me the VIP, all exclusive flight, 1 person. Like, it can. You don't even have to. It doesn't even have to exist. Just make it up for me, okay? So that I can go and do the Lord's work with Bray.
Yeah.
Thank you,
DJ. When she said 3 vacation, like 3 times out. Okay, girl.
Nothing is impossible, okay?
Right.
You only make it impossible in your mind.
Right. You know, it's funny. I was driving on my way home today, and I seen a building, and it was like studios, $150 a week.
See?
Wait a a minute.
And
31.
remember, you have not because you ask not. Okay?
Right. And I be asking and I be getting.
And
Let me
God says you have to commit and then he will come through. So we
Listen.
put it out there and now Bree is seeing studios.
Yes, I'm seeing studios. Let me tell you, right? Have not
Why
because
are you
you
looking
ask
at
not.
me like that, Bree?
Let me tell you, I went to Bojangles for breakfast yesterday morning, and the guy, I placed my order in the drive-thru, and the guy was like, "Is there anything else?" I said, "Yeah, can I get your employee discount?" And he was like, "Oh, I already used it this month." I said, "Oh shucks, okay, thank you." Why I still got 10% off my order?
Uh-huh. Because you asked.
Right.
Yeah. If you don't ask, then it's impossible to get it.
Yeah.
Put it out there.
Lord, I'm ready for a relationship. Yes, impossible. I'm possible. Yes, girl. Yes, listen. Okay. So what I would like to accomplish before I um go, I would like to open up. First, I would like to have a scholarship foundation, like a foundation created in my son's name for students that are majoring in broadcasting and communications.
Mm,
And I would like to make this a nonprofit organization where we are able to accept donations, monetary donations, to give that money away in the form of a scholarship for those students. Um, and I might even make it like you got to be black or something like that. I don't know. Whatever God says, but I definitely want to do that. I want to open up a foundation, scholarship foundation, for those who are majoring in either broadcasting or communications.
that's a good one.
Because yeah, I feel like it's definitely imperative that, we help provide the youth with resources and the fundamentals in order for them to have conversations. So whether it's the tools, whether it's teachings, we can have mental ambition. We can pay mental ambition to come in there and give speeches and life coaching, and we can have heal, empower, repeat set up plans with them and coaching as well. See, like it's just full
Yeah,
The
look
circle.
how it's
whole
coming together. Look how it's coming together.
the whole
Yes.
vision. It's
Like,
happening.
like we a music group. Hello. So yeah, there we go. Tara says she got plenty of kids. She just didn't have it for herself. Okay, she just didn't have it herself.
Oh, she's talking about
Oh,
DJ.
okay. Oh, okay. I was like, huh? Girl, who got plenty of kids?
Yeah.
Okay. Listen. Hey, sometimes when you had that freedom because you ain't got no kids, it's important to have time to yourself. What about you, James? What's something that you want to accomplish before you meet your maker?
I'd like to touch all 7 continents. I got 6 left. And in the course of doing that, I want to be able to put the Mental Ambition Academy or Foundation or whatever it turns into be on each continent. So that way I can help people across the world. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's just virtually, if I just got a hub somewhere,
Yeah.
I want to do it real big.
It's
See, there would be reason for that Jamaica.
I know. I mean, what I heard you just say is that you want to go and travel.
You
3
trying to
times a week.
you trying to get free vacations out of me? Nah, fam, this is business.
No, I'm
This
gonna
is
do it. I'm with the
networking.
vision. I'm with the
Right.
vision.
That's networking.
Yeah.
She's trying to help expand mental ambition across the globe with you, sir.
We a
You
team.
rolling with me, babe? That's what we doing.
Yep.
All right.
Here we
See?
come, Asia.
There we go. Listen, anything is possible.
Yeah.
Look, DJ said you need to get your book in
Ooh.
translation.
DJ, what would we do
See?
without you, girl? I never thought about that.
Add her
Th-
to the squad.
DJ, work trip, tax
DJ is
deduction. Tell
squad.
him.
You don't know DJ the mascot. She
DJ
rocks.
is the squad. Yeah,
She
she
Listen,
holds us
got
down.
head
street team and everything.
hmm
Wow.
Shout out
Mhm.
to you, DJ.
Yes,
Yes.
thank you.
Always repping mental ambition. Talking
Mental
highly.
Ambition coming in Spanish soon to audiobook near you.
Yeah,
Why was I thinking of Dora and Diego when you said that? Can you say
they should
hola?
teach it to kids.
Yeah. You if you I think if you were to you can put that in schools, like make a
Yeah, you
curriculum
can
out of it.
make like a kids book out of it. I
Yeah.
have a good assistant that will read it and translate
I'm
it
done.
into a kid's version. So
Yeah, she knows some people that know some people.
yeah, I got you. That's a good
See?
idea.
Yeah.
That'd be good for kids.
Get
And
that in
honestly,
schools.
for them to like learn it younger, because we learned
Mhm.
that stuff like when we were older, but
Right.
you gotta, when they absorb all that information.
Sponges.
Mhm.
Maybe I should put it in the high schools because that's when they're like really most impressionable.
How do
Yeah.
all grades?
Yeah,
Do all
even when they're little. Yeah, little. Start in
Yeah.
kindergarten.
I could do a kids book and
You
just things that
can.
kids should look out for and should start learning.
Yep.
And then you can start going to the events that caters towards children.
Yeah.
Do speaking engagements.
Yep.
You ain't even got to use big words.
Look, see, and this is why it's important to have a solid team. Come on now. This is why it's important to
Imagine
have
what
a
it
solid-
would be like if we all met and sat in person.
Oh, when you go to see Bree. Am I allowed to go or is just y'all
Yeah, no, you can come.
I mean, I could just move down here. I mean,
It's
What
funny.
you saying
T
about
went
Georgia?
by herself and then she said I can come. See how you do me?
What'd you say?
So at first you had made a plan to go see Bree without me, and then now you just said I can.
No,
come.
that's our vision. That's what we asked for, is to be able to record twice a month
Yeah.
live in a studio.
Look, here go DJ. DJ said, "What about me?"
Oh, you too, DJ. We putting it all on the
Yes, DJ. Look,
business.
girl, we can finally meet at the Waffle House. Okay?
Yeah.
Hey, road trip.
Ooh,
Yay.
that sounds good. Waffle House. See, Tara says, I pray a lot. There we go. That's all you need.
Yep.
All right. Look, we done went over the time. Let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. We'll let James go first because God be teaching him lessons with his signal. So, James, it's all yours, sir.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy James, owner of Mental Ambition, author of Mental Ambition, a guide to upgrading your life, and Mental Ambition, a guide to a better relationship. Available at Amazon, Walmart, BarnesandNoble.com. If you want to get in touch with me, you can hit me on my social media. It's right there at mental_ambition 2.0. That's my TikTok. Instagram is at mental_ambition 3.0. Facebook, Google Mental Ambition or put it in the search bar. You'll see the crown. That's me. Go on and join that Facebook group. If you want to get in touch with me for the services that I offer, I'm a life coach, recovery coach pro, author, podcaster, motivational speaker, and I got a lot of other talents too. You want to know? Hit the website, 3ws.mental-ambition.com. We got some merch up there too. Prepare your mind for any challenge. Believe you can accomplish anything. In life, you only get out what you put in. If you put no work in, you get nothing out of it. Chase your dreams. Keep going, man.
All right. Thank you for that, sir. And then, T, we're going to let you close out the show. So I will go next. So, hello. Hi, guys. This is Simply Bree. Thank you so much for rocking with us. You can, of course, follow the network. He Said What Network on our social platforms. Follow Don't Judge Me But Podcast, where we are just talking about things that you want to talk about, but you're afraid to. We're going to take one for the team. So you can follow me across social media as well. Simply Bree, SimpleBree. Also check out my website, www.iamsimplybree.com. Reach out to me. Let's talk about your podcast ideas. Let's talk about website creations, flyer creations, all of that good stuff. Also, you can catch me on Wednesdays with the She Said What podcast, where I am doing He Said What Wednesdays. So I am taking an audio clip or a video of something that was stated by a man, and I am adding my own perspective to it. So please make sure that you check that out. And I'm going to let T tell you about where you can find her at as well, all across social media. T, take it away.
Hi, friends. Thanks so much for coming back for another week. I am Tiara. I'm the owner of Heal, Empower, Repeat. I am a healing and empowerment coach. My passion is to do life with you guys, right? So a lot of the conversations and that you hear on this podcast and also on the She Said What podcast is all about healing and growth and empowerment. And that's my passion, and I would love to do that with you. Me and Bree, we have our own podcast, She Said What, on Spotify, and I do Tea Time Mondays, where I pour out what God pours into me. And we walk together. We do life together, and we're learning, we're growing. And then on Friday, me and Bree have a episode together where we are chucking the gems at you. And it's always a good time. Lots of laughing, but a lot of like good stuff to take with you and use on your healing journey. You can hit me up on Instagram at therealt.ierra or shoot me an email at healempowerrepeatllc@gmail.com. Website soon come. And commercial DJ, I promise. See ya.
DJ said, this is what happens when you do the commercial on time.
I know.
Right.
I read that. DJ,
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
All right. Well, you guys, thank you so much for rocking with us. Until next week, we hope you have a wonderful day, a good Sunday, and don't put so much pressure on yourself. You don't have to be a parent or a wife or a girlfriend or a boyfriend on anybody else's time, just your own. All right. We love you. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. James, you gonna say bye?
Bye.
Travel around and seem like you're a big shot, but the amount of stress that comes with that, you might not be ready for that. Like people who make six figures for a reason.
The more you tell me no, the more I want you. And it's like, why?
That is psychotic. Because it's a challenge. Don't tell me no. You know who I am? I'm gonna get you. That's how.
Let's go to a coffee shop, sip some espresso, and talk about how Tupac is still alive, aliens,